And we're back here in the nostalgia tour of Dark Souls Remastered. Back where I left off at the end of the last video, as I was fleeing for my life from a horde of skeletons here at Firelink Shrine. I'm trying not to do that. I hear myself doing that on my videos, and I just cringe whenever I do that. Make that mouth sound, that sound. I'm trying not to do that. So let's talk to all the NPCs here at Firelink Shrine. Oh, actually, before I do this, I have a couple of notes here in front of me. One is way back down at the beginning of the catacombs many videos ago. I mentioned there was like a pathway that I was gonna go back to. Like, it was like a dark sort of a cave area right before I went across the first bridge. I always meant to go back to that, but I forgot. I don't think there was actually anything in there. I'm pretty sure it was a dead end. I am not aware of any great items that were in there, so I don't really think I missed anything. The other note that I have here is what I should have done down in the Tomb of Giants. One thing about Dark Souls is, after you make mistakes, you kind of learn from it and realize, oh, I should have done this other thing instead of that, and I would have been fine if I'd only thought to do this thing. The thing that I should have done that would have made everything fine was I should have put on a ring of sacrifice. And then, when I was down there really nervous in the Tomb of Giants, I should have thought to put on a ring of sacrifice. I didn't think of it, and consequently, I lost 36,000 souls. So if I'd only put that ring on, I would have probably like 40,000 souls right now, but I don't, and that's that. All right, let's talk to Petrus.
Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know.
I don't think he has anything new. I think I actually want to get back into the Way of White Covenant. So this is going to abandon my Gravelord Covenant. I think there is actually a penalty for doing that, but I don't really care so much at this point. Covenant established. That Gravelord Covenant, I think, was leaving me vulnerable to being invaded by other players. And I mean, the Way of White might keep me from being invaded, but I mean, maybe a little less, but not really. Probably not all that much less as I get farther into the game.
Oh, hello there. Oh, as always.
Pyromancy guy. See if he has anything new to say.
The pyromancer's flame, is it? The flame?
Nope.
Please.
Same dialogue as before.
Goodbye then. Please,
Don't you dare go hollow. I'll go hollow if I want to. Griggs is still here.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it.
Anything new?
2 things are required.
2 things are required. We're still not really doing anything with sorcery, so not much to say there. Crestfallen Knight is still gone. Let's look down the stairs really quick. Lautrec is still gone. The Firekeeper is still dead. Nothing changed here. The bonfire is still unlit because there's no Firekeeper. It's, you know, I'm not sure I can explain why this particular bonfire requires a Firekeeper, but none of the other bonfires need a Firekeeper. I'm not sure I can explain that. I don't understand the lore of that. Let's see if Kingseeker Frampt has anything new to say. Probably not.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it?
He's probably just going to tell us again to go to Sen's Fortress and on Orlando.
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's Fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you.
Yep.
Farewell.
So that is indeed the next place we are heading, Sen's Fortress. I have a bunch of notes over here that I've sort of written out. I actually did look over some old videos I recorded to kind of refresh my memory on the place, because I felt like I was really blind and stumbling around in the catacombs because I didn't really refresh my memory of that place. So I'm hoping that with a quick refresher course, I might be able to zip through it a little bit faster. However, I will say it's going to take a while to get through Sen's Fortress. I can just tell you that beforehand. So I'm going to run out here to Andre. Check in with him to see if he has anything new to say, or if there's any weapon upgrades we can do or anything like that. I'm not aware of anything, but I just want to check. Because I am doing a tour here, I'm trying to make sure. I'm going to go ahead and rest here, because I know this will be our base of operations for a while. The last thing I want to do is accidentally get killed and go all the way back to the catacombs.
Well, hello again. You need...
Alright, let's talk to him, see if he has anything to say.
I know little of the Darkroot Garden, although...
Yeah, talking about the Divine Blacksmith again. We've already been there, we've already done that. Let's repair our equipment. Let's see if perhaps we can upgrade our mace. Does not appear so. We need 2 large Titanite shards. I don't have any. So, I'm kind of thinking here what my next weapons might be, because I need to start thinking in the direction of upgrading my weapons, I think. So we don't need to go back through the Darkroot Garden. I actually, I stopped and ate some supper since my last video, so my throat is all blech. I'm having to stop and cough a lot. Okay, so we're going this way. Checking my notes real quick. Yes, we are heading this direction. Previously, on the Nostalgia Tour, this gate was closed. We saw Siegmeyer sitting out front waiting for the gate to open. And when we rang the second bell of awakening, we saw a cutscene that showed a giant pulling a big chain which opened this gate. So we are now heading through the gate. Now, Sen's Fortress, if you've played Dark Souls before, you know all about Sen's Fortress. A lot of people hate this place, but I personally think it's cool as crap. Oops, okay, I messed up. Oh, I forgot I was gonna check my rings before I did this. Okay, so we have 2 of these snake guys coming after us now. I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was a pressure plate. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're in big trouble here. I might actually have to go back to the bonfire and start this over again. I only did 40 damage in that one swing that I did there. That was not a whole lot of damage. Okay, let's check our rings. We don't need the Bloodbite ring, I don't think. There's the Ring of Sacrifice. I wish I had thought to put on, but I didn't. I'm gonna put on this wolf ring that boosts poise. I think this will help me a lot with my shield blocking. I like to use the shield to block, so I'm just gonna put that on. I think I'm gonna leave the blue tear stone ring on. It's looks like my best option here. I'm level 31. I don't can't really upgrade anything. I'm gonna leave the talisman in my left hand. You can see I've got a new icon there, and I'm kind of glowing, which is kind of stinks for screenshots, but it's actually it looks like a slightly different effect in the remaster. Actually, it looks a little more smoky than it previously did. Looks pretty nice, actually. Overall, I haven't really noticed a lot in the remaster that's just like blown me away or anything. I've noticed a couple of changes, but overall it's pretty similar to the way it ran with DS Fix. Okay, so there's actually a pressure plate which is actually not there now. Be wary of switch, says the message, and they are correct. There is a switch there, but since it didn't reset when I went back to the bonfire, so I can't use it. One of the strategies here is to actually use that switch to help fight these guys. Okay, the poise definitely helped a little. Oh, no. Need to hold up the shield for it to help. That was a good hit. Oh. Drink. So these guys aren't really hard per se, but they do have a lot of hit points, and it just... until you get a really good weapon, it just takes a long time to kill them. Oops. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. There we go. I don't remember what they drop, if anything. I think they drop their weapons. Maybe some kind of shield. I'm carrying them around with me. The good old days when ragdoll physics were introduced to the gaming world. Everybody just put ragdoll physics in everything. So there's one more in here. So that button triggers an arrow trap, and trying to backstab him. I can't backstab him. And there we go. If these guys, which I think are called man serpents, believe it or not, if these guys get caught standing in front of the trap, they will get hit by the arrows as well. And then the arrows do a lot of damage, so they will probably kill you. That's where the arrows come from, right there, that little hole in the stairs. The arrows will kill you, but they will also do a lot of damage to the enemies. We got a Soul of a Brave Warrior. Hint ahead. What? I don't know what that means. Are you talking about this message? Good luck, says the message. Let's check the bloodstains. Yeah, this is a really tough area. I remember the first time coming through here, and I just love this area personally because it's just so tricky and trappy. it's a lot of just a lot of thinking you have to do to get through this area. So in our first room here, we see a whole bunch of pendulums swinging back and forth across a narrow bridge. So this... oops, I think I hear footsteps. So let me just kind of quickly describe... whoa! This guy just came out of nowhere. Okay, I'll hold off on my descriptions for a second. Can I kick him off? No. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no! No, no, no. Okay, I fell. Okay, not a problem. Nothing to worry about. Don't panic. No reason to panic. I actually meant to come down there at some point anyway. Come on, go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop. I tried to hit my shield button. Yeah, so I fell off into the black goo at the bottom. I didn't really have a chance to look around to see what was there. Looks like somebody died down there. Let me heal here. Let me heal again. So eventually I meant to go down there anyway, because I don't know if you saw it, but I'm overlooking the room where we first walked in. There's the bridge and the pendulums. There was an alcove up here that had an item, which is a large soul of a proud knight. So I meant to come up here anyway to get that. The other reason I meant to come up here is this is an illusory wall, which leads to a ladder. So we are just going to take advantage of the opportunity that we got from accidentally falling off of there to go take a look at this place. So we've come up here to the roof, and there's a giant out there, and that happens to be the very same giant who pulled the chain that opened the door to Sen's Fortress. So I think we're just gonna run at this guy. We don't really have a whole lot of souls to lose. So, well, that was a clean whiff. Won't look at his naked butt there in the back and swing. I can't really hit him very well. That's kind of a bummer. If you've played Dark Souls 2 or 3, you might sort of recognize these attack patterns. This guy is very similar to those giants. I'm actually just noticing that. Oh, damn, I just got nailed. Let's back up a little bit and heal. Oh. It's gonna take a while to kill him. He's got stomps. At some point he goes into some sort of berserk frenzy. He's so funny looking when he does that. This is gonna take a while. There we go, there's the berserk frenzy. Whoa! Oh damn. Oh, and then he wears himself out. Thankfully. I can't hit him though when he's worn out. Gotta wait for him to wake up again. There we go. Look out. I feel like I want to go two-handed for a second here. There we go. Just taking too long. Okay, and he dropped a Titanite chunk. Awesome. That's actually really cool because I can use that, I think, later on. So looking down here, we can see that right there. I'm looking right toward where the bonfire is near Andre, and we came out across that bridge right there. There's probably some other landmarks we can see. That looks like the Bell Gargoyle Tower. That's where we rang the first Bell of Awakening. The rooftop there is where we fought the Bell Gargoyles. So there's it's really cool how you can see a lot of the areas that you've been to and where you're going to next. We are eventually going to be heading up, way up there toward that bridge, that stone bridge, I believe. I believe that is where we will be going. And beyond. So, alright, so we cleared out the giant up here. And, that was that. So I'm already at 19 minutes, and I've barely even gotten into the place. So we just jump down here, and here we are. So, I think I will actually just stop now. and prepare to go across this bridge next time. It's gonna take a while to get through here, I'll just tell you that. And next time I'll also go back to describing a little bit of what we're seeing here. So I will see you in the next video.